First and foremost, reading the script, and this is my honest truth, I had chills and I cried pretty much the whole time. And so I felt honored to be a part of some sort of beautiful story shot entirely on 35 millimeter too, which was really, really cool.
When I first saw the script, I didn't know, what to do because, I thought that my character, I was actually scared of what I had to do, but I had to overcome the fear. And when I did, it actually felt good when I was doing it because I got to meet all these awesome people and make so many more friends. Even though the film was kind of sad, I still met tons of friends and I loved it.
She's an old soul. I'm telling you, this was her first movie too, and I mean, I hate to let this go to your ego, but she was freaking phenomenal in it. The daughter falls into a coma, Emma Haven, and she goes through this beautiful dark fantasy ethereal world and fantasy world, and we get to see her go through this journey and follow her journey through it. And then the other story in the movie is the parents dealing with the accident of their daughter, and so you kind of see the reality and the imagination of her mind and what goes on in her coma. So it's intense, but it's very chilling. It still gives me, every time I talk about this movie, I'm not even kidding, it gives me goosebumps. It gives me chills, and just watching this beautiful creative mind go through what she had to go through, I just have the utmost respect for this girl. Sarah's dealing with her identity a little bit, having her own personal struggles as a mother. And I think, as you know, Joy, you're a mom too, you always feel like, am I failing? Am I doing something wrong? Is my daughter happy? Is she happy? I just want to make her happy. But at the same time, you also have to make yourself happy. So I think Sarah's going through this sort of self-examination of what she wants to do. She's not really happy in her situation where she's living with her family. She wants her, to live on a farm in the middle of nowhere with her daughter, Emma, but that's not what's happening because the father is here. Without giving too much away, there's relationship issues that they're going through. And I think Sarah's just trying to figure herself out the whole time. She's trying to figure herself out, and on top of that, trying to make her daughter happy. And the most important thing to her is her baby girl. So, I can't imagine my kid, in the hospital with a coma. So that's the last thing any of us want, right? As you know. So, yeah, I think she just wants to be happy and figure that out. And she hasn't quite figured that out yet. We had a chemistry read because I think there was a couple, some people also auditioned for it, but we had a really cool chemistry read where we made a fort, right, at your house. We actually tried to be like a real family for, an hour or so.
I think that it fell apart when I went inside it, and it
Yeah, but you nailed the fort. The fort was amazing. I was like, who does this amazing fort? I mean, with the help of Ryan. But we had me, Brionne Davis, and Haven had a chemistry read, and we're like, how do we gel as an actual family? Does this work? And I don't know, to me personally, I was like, fell in love with Haven right away, so.
So when I first met her, I'm like, oh, she's gonna play my mom in the role, so I need to, grow towards her. So I tried to make her my best friend. I loved working with my dad, and how I got into the movie was my dad's like, do you want to do a movie with me? I'm like, yes, I would love to do a movie with you.
And mind you, she's 3.5 saying, yes, I want to do a movie with my dad. Yeah.
He just took me on set one day, and I'm like...
Showed her the ropes without showing her anything. Boom! But I think that's what made it kind of cool in a weird way. I don't know.
I don't think that he wanted to scare me out, so he's like, okay, she said yes, we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, without telling her anything. No, it was cool. No, because there are.
And he brought a bunch of guys on set, and I didn't know what it was.
It's true. She was with a crew of people she didn't know, but you literally at your little age handled it like a pro. You were so good. But there were, you know, as her age, she couldn't know all the story right at that time. So your dad saved you from some of the dark stuff that you didn't need to see. But you knew it was weird and uncomfortable.
I was with my grandma when we were trying to get this to do me the scene.
Yeah.
And like it was like a scene where I had to like go to the hospital and like they had to carry me off in this like thing.
Gurney thing, yeah.
Yeah. And then like my grandma's like, it's not scary, so then she went in it.
She did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I remember that day.
She went in it, and then like I'm like, I still didn't do it. And then like so they had me lay in it, but they lift me up a little off the ground, and then I don't know how they did this, but like they took a doll that was the same size as me, and they put it in, and like I don't know how.
The magic of movie making. My favorite scene is when we're in the bed under the sheet together, playing mother and daughter goofy things, right?
I don't remember that.
Well, I do. That's so sad. My heart's breaking. My favorite scene was when we had a moment together on the parents' bed, and we had it's just like this really intimate scene between me and my daughter.
My favorite scene is when I had to wake up with 3 a.m. and we took the whole entire crew to the link, and then like we stopped at Starbucks, and like it was 3 a.m. and they got me a cookie and a donut and like all this sugar, and hot chocolate, and I drank it all.
I love that that's her favorite day. See, my favorite day was not that day, because 3 a.m. for a grown-up is like, no thank you, but I love that was your favorite day.
And then like because we had to capture the sunset, and then we went and we were just running all over the place, and at one point I like fell all the way in the water basement.
Did you? Oh yeah, you did. You did. Well, I mean, we were on no sleep, and you got cookies and sugar. I think when she has an accident, basically. Yeah.
The most difficult scene is like not in the movie, it's actually what happened in real life. We had to go to the desert and like shoot there for like 4 days, and it was so hot, and we had to go to the beach, and there was litter all over it. It smelled so bad, and like there was dead fish all over the place, and then like after like I had to keep going in the car and cooling off. And like I kept getting lightheaded. It was so hard to like be in there.
Whoa, was this Salton Sea?
Yeah.
Was this when you went to the Salton Sea? Oh yeah, well it is extreme. That's
and
what
then,
I would have
but
done.
after we went to a vacation, and we went to Palm Springs, so.
I think when people come to see this film, my hope is that they take away that love is number one and family is everything too, and you can work through it together. You can, you know, and that we really need each other, and let's be gentle on each other. Let's be gentle on our souls.
I want you to think that like this family went through a lot, and they overcome it, and they got back together, and they started over. It was a brand new page of a new book.
That's so. She said it better than I did. She said it better than I do. The casting process, I'm not really sure how they went upon it, but John Michael Elfers, who's the producer of it, Fire Trial Films is what they did. He is a friend of mine. I met him through another film festival, and I guess he reached out. Yeah, he reached out to me a year prior to it actually, and said, "I'm doing this film," and he showed me a little teaser because they've been shooting it throughout, you know, many things, and I had chills watching the teaser, and again watching the script, and then had an audition process with Ryan and her and the chemistry read. So I guess I don't know how many people auditioned. I'm not sure, but I think I don't know. It felt real to me.
Well, I like singing a lot, and now I am in a lot of plays.
What do you like to sing?
My favorite song is 1,000 Years.
Can you sing a little more out of that?
Love you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Love you for 1,000 more.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Are you kidding me right now? Stop. What? Why didn't she do my... You should have sang for me in the movie. Oh my God, seriously? Whoa, okay. Mind blown right now. Mind blown right now. I think just a little ounce of being a parent and having patience and what it's like to go through that. And now I really know because I'm a new parent, but I think just realizing how much hard work and dedication and love parents have for their kids. Honestly, hands down, that's what I learned from it.
Have toys on the stairs, or this will happen to you.
It's true.
And also that you have to overcome it. You can't always just like, when you're in the dark forest, I could have just been scared and not done anything. Instead, I worked hard. I worked very hard. That means you have to work very hard to get back home. You can't always just be home. You have to work to get home.
So it's on Instagram. You can follow Moon Garden Film, and then firetrialfilms.com if you can't make it on Friday at 7:15 p.m. at Dances with Films Chinese Theater. And then I'm on Instagram and Twitter and all that at Duke Augie. It's my name backwards because I lost my other account. So it's Duke Augie at Instagram. And she's not on it, so don't even ask her.
Scary, lovable, and amazing.
Family, dark, fantasy.